Hello, my name is Joel Sinkin. I'm the president of Transition Advisors, a consulting firm that exclusively works with the CPA profession in helping them in their growth and succession strategies, mergers and acquisitions. On November 9th, we're doing a free webinar, a 50-minute 1CPE class on what to review in due diligence from the buyer, seller, mergee, or merger's perspective, how to interpret those results, and how to choose the right successor. If you're unable to attend, the purpose of this video is to give you the Reader's Digest version of the information we'll be sharing. We'll be talking about how to start by focusing on the right successor firm. You know, there's many qualities that dictate the quote-unquote right firm, but the quickest way to look at that is what we always have referred to as the 4 C's. The first one's chemistry. If you don't want to eat lunch with someone, you shouldn't be doing a merger or an acquisition or a sale with them. The ultimate measure of any success of deals is client retention. If you're not comfortable with someone, why would you think your clients would be? So the first C is chemistry. The next one is culture. Culture can be defined in so many different ways. IT has a culture, dress codes, the way we bill. Are we an eat what you kill firm or one firm client mentality? But the best way to look at culture is a combination of asking yourself 3 questions. What is it like to be a partner in the firm? What is it like to be a staff person in the firm? What is it like to be a client in the firm? The third C to look at is capacity, especially in a succession plan. If I'm slowing down, maybe other partners, maybe managers, staff, you have the skill set and the capacity to replace me. A very important aspect of any successor firm is the ability to step in and bring value to the firm that you're taking on, and the clients and the staff as well. The last C is continuity. You know, in most areas of the country, accounting clients have many choices of who to go to. They chose you. They chose you because of the way you operate, because of you personally. There are many, many aspects, but the reality is 99% of the accounting firms out there don't have brand loyal clients. They have partner loyal clients. So if the success is going to keep the ship sailing in the same direction, at least the perspective of the clients will be that's what they're doing. That will bode well. If the successor firm is going to have to make wholesale changes that will impact the client's perception and realities of being a client in the firm, understanding what those are could be critical, because bigger isn't always better. Better is better. And certain people aren't going to be comfortable going from a change of dealing with a principal, for example, to suddenly dealing with a junior. Being visited once or twice or 3 times a year to suddenly doing everything on the cloud. There's a place for all these changes. And the key is making these changes the addition, not the loss of something. If we could bring value to these changes and show why the client base experience will be better with these changes, then that could be a very vital way to go about it. So once we've chosen the right successor and hopefully worked out deal terms, you're going to need to perform due diligence. From the buyer's perspective, you're going to be focused on what that practice will look like operating under your domain. For example, so many people just focus on the seller's net profit right now. Well, if my net profit 4 years ago was 80% because I was operating out of my house and my wife answered the phone and we did all the work ourselves, but then a year or 2 ago, I took an office, I hired an office manager, I brought in a per diem, and now I'm netting 40%. So knowing what my net is a good starting point. Knowing what the firm's benefit's going to be is completely different. It's like billing rates. I'm getting $200 an hour for my time, but a partner in your firm is getting $300. Sounds like we can't get past that. But maybe in my firm, I don't have any managers or seniors, and you do. Maybe you can leverage that some of the work I'm doing as an owner to a manager or a senior. You can move that to a senior. That might increase that senior's billing rate. So it's not just my net. It's not my billing rate. It's how you're going to transpose it into your firm. Maybe your quality control process is more robust than mine, and it will take you more time and effort to derive the fee. Maybe your technology is so much more advanced than mine that you're able to leverage work down to levels that I was not able to do. So interpreting and knowing what to look for and how to interpret it. If I'm selling or merging into a larger firm, isn't one of the most important things I want to know is how that successor firm's doing with their own client retention? If they can't keep their own clients, why would they keep yours? What's the intention with the staff? If my staff has a lot of client contact, it can be very important to me that they're retained in the successor firm from a continuity perspective, from a client retention perspective, from a loyalty perspective. So what do you look for in due diligence as the buyer, as the seller, as the mergee, or merger? How do the 4 C's apply to the due diligence process as well? The culture, investigating the capacity, speaking to people who've done a deal with them in the past to see how they handled the continuity issue, how the chemistry continues to be between you and them, and how the chemistry was for the people that went before you if they did a deal prior. So we're going to really drill down on these things. If you can't attend the session, go to our website, www.transitionadvisors.com. Number one, after the session's over, we usually will have a recording. You can't get CPE from it, but you can at least hear the content and see the video on it. But also under the resource section, the articles, you'll see a lot of articles we've written on due diligence, keys to client retention, keys to staff retention. These are tools that could be invaluable to you. You don't have to register. You don't have to pay for anything. Go online, go to the website, go to the resource section. They're all there for free. I hope this brought some value to you. And I hope the next time you're in need, some of these articles I'm explaining will share more concepts on how you can handle these things.